Life doesn't have remote control. We have to get up and change things ourselves. My dear children, we cannot change whatever happened in the past or whatever may happen in the future. But the least we could do is we can make our present day beautiful and meaningful. So let us make this session meaningful as well. Let's start our second chapter, The Missing Trinkets. Let's begin our chapter with a pep activity. Here, take page number 25. Four friends, Ahmad, Robin, Brinda and Devi go for a nature walk together. They decide to meet near a banyan tree in the woods. So, four friends, Ahmad, Robin, Brinda and Devi are planning to go for a walk together and they plan to meet near a banyan tree. Now open page number 26. Read the clues on the next page. Write the name of each person next to their picture. So, see the clues here. It's given in page number 27. We have to find out the names of each child. How we will find out? The clues are given in page number 27. Using the clues, we have to find out their names. So, the first clue is Brinda is prepared for the rain. First clue is Brinda is prepared for the rain. So, who is holding the umbrella? Yes, Brinda is holding the umbrella. So, she is Brinda. Okay. Now, what is the second clue? Devi has brought food for all. So, who is Devi? The girl who is holding the tiffin box. She is Devi. Now, third one. Robin guides the way. Who is Robin in this? This boy or this boy? Yes, this boy is Robin because he is having a compass. A compass helps us to find out the directions to our destination. So, he is Robin. Now, our last clue is Ahmad likes to munch on food. Ahmad likes to munch on food. Munch means chew. So, who would be that? So, who would that be? This boy. This boy. He is Ahmad because he is holding popcorn. So, he likes to munch food. So, you have just solved a puzzle. When a story has a puzzle to solve, it is usually called a mystery story. A mystery story usually describes a mysterious death or a crime that is solved by careful observation of available clues and facts. So children, what are mystery stories? Usually in our real life, what happens when somebody is killed? Policemen or CBI, they find out what happened using the clues and facts provided. They try to find out what happened, who killed the person. So, mystery stories are something which has a puzzle to solve, a mystery to be solved. So, let us now read about a young and smart girl who solves a mystery. Before that, I have someone with me. Would you like to meet her?
Hi, I am Julia teacher. Today, me and Adri teacher will narrate a beautiful story for you. Are you all ready?
So let's begin our lesson.
Okay, take page number 27 in your studio. So let's start. Okay, Misha solves a mystery. Miss Mehta was in tears. In fact, she was wailing. One of my beautiful diamond trinkets is gone. She sniffled when she took a break from crying. I cannot believe that I lost it. And you say you have looked everywhere for it? asked Misha, the 13-year-old girl from next door, gently.
So Miss Mehta was wailing, isn't it?
Yes.
Children, what is the meaning of wailing? Wailing means crying. So Miss Mehta was crying. Why she was crying, teacher?
She has lost her diamond trinkets.
Oh, so what are trinkets?
Trinkets are small pieces of jewelry.
So she lost her precious diamond jewelry, her trinkets. So she was crying heavily. In between, she sniffled. Sniffled means when you cry continuously, you will be out of breath. So you sniffle to take a little amount of breath inside. Okay. So she sniffled in between crying. So Misha, our main character of the story, right?
Yes.
So how old is Misha actually?
She is 13 years old.
So Misha is 13 years old girl. Now open page number 28. Keep your fingers where teacher is reading, okay?
Okay, listen carefully. I put them on my bedside table last night before going to bed, said Miss Mehta. This morning, one of the earrings was missing. I looked everywhere, under the bed, between the sheets, under the table. The earrings is not there. You have got to find it, Misha.
Miss Mehta told to Misha that she kept those trinkets on her bedside table just before going to sleep. And in the morning, one of the trinkets was missing. So teacher, where did she search for the trinkets?
She searched for it under the bed, between the sheets, and under the table.
Okay, these are the most likely places where the trinkets would have been. Still, she was not able to find it. So, she asked for Misha's help, the 13-year-old girl.
So let's move on to the next paragraph. Okay. Misha was known for her fantastic detective skills in this neighborhood of Pune. Whenever anything went missing, Misha was summoned.
So, Misha is said to be having the detective skills. Teacher, what are detective skills? In my opinion, detective skills are which the policemen and CIDs are having. The skills to find out what would have happened, something gone missing. These detectives find clues and facts through which we will be able to solve the mystery.
And not only that, they will have good observation skill too.
Yes, that's the main point.
Yes.
The detectives will be having good observation skills. They'll be having the idea where to search, whom to question. Like that, they'll be having good observation.
And from this sentence, we can understand that the story is happening in Pune.
Yes, Pune. Where is Pune? Pune is in Maharashtra.
Okay.
And there is one new word also. Which new word is that, teacher?
Is summoned.
Summoned. So, summoned means called. Okay, summoned means called.
Next, her mind whirred. Why would someone steal just one earring? Why leave the other behind?
Yes. So, word means moved rapidly. Her mind started moving rapidly. Only a good person with good wit and presence of mind can do that, right? Whenever something happens, they would be able to quickly think of what would have happened. Think for the clues. Why would a person will only steal one trinket when there are two of them? The person only stole one. Why would that have happened?
Okay, let's see. After promising to get to the bottom of the mystery, Misha searched the room once more. And she began sneezing repeatedly.
So after promising, Misha promised Miss Mehta that yes, of course, she would help her to find her missing trinkets. So what happened next, teacher?
Misha searched the room once more.
Then After searching the room once again, she started sneezing.
Next, my stupid allergies again, thought Misha as she looked under the bed. She hated that she was allergic to everything from strong smells to animal fur.
Okay, Misha is allergic to animal fur and
Strong smells.
strong smells. So, Misha is allergic to strong smells. What are some strong smells, teacher?
Some smell of some curries.
Okay, smell of curries which would be having lots of masalas in it.
Or
Then
some medicine.
medicines. Okay, also fuel.
Yes.
Petrol, diesel and
Yes,
all
yes.
will be having very strong smell. Some people would be allergic to it. So Misha is allergic to strong smells and animal fur. Fur means the animals would be having hairs, no? Those hairs are called fur. So Misha is allergic to two things, animal fur and strong smells.
Okay, let's continue. The earring stayed missing. Miss Mehta lived alone and had no visitors the previous night or this morning, except for the milkman who left the milk on the porch as usual, said Miss Mehta, and the gardener who watered my rose garden.
Okay, so Miss Mehta lived alone. How would an earring go missing when she lived alone? What would have happened? The earrings were missing. She lived alone and there were no visitors. Still, the earrings went missing. How would that have happened? Still, there were two persons who came. Who were they, teacher?
They are gardener and milkman.
Okay, gardener and milkman. They used to come daily.
Yes.
What do you think, teacher?
There is a chance.
There is a chance. There is a chance either the milkman or the gardener would have steal the earring. Let's see.
Misha looked out of the bedroom window. The room was on the first floor. It was quite a long way to climb up, even if a thief had come that way.
Isha looked out of the window from Miss Mehta's house and she checked for the possibility of a thief coming through that window. But when she looked out of the window, she understood that it's not possible for a thief to climb the window because Miss Mehta's room was on the first floor. So even if a thief would have come, it would have been a quite long way. It would have been very difficult for someone to climb up and come inside the room through the window. Okay, take page number 29.
She peered over the edge. A thin water pipe led all the way up to window level. She saw a bird sitting on the pipe.
Okay, so she peered over the edge. Peered means looked with difficulty. Etti noki. Okay, so she peered over the edge. A thin water pipe led the way up to the window level. So her room was in the first floor. Up to the window there was a thin pipe on which a bird was sitting.
There is no way anyone could climb up using such a thin pipe, thought Misha. It would break. So this is not the way the thief came in.
Okay, so the pipe is very thin that if someone would try to come up through the pipe would break. So it's not possible for someone or a thief to come through
By climbing
yes, but it is not possible for a thief to come through the pipe. Okay, because it will break. So the thief would not have come using the pipe.
Next, she spoke to the milkman and the gardener. Neither of them had seen anyone suspicious outside Miss Mehta's house.
Misha asked the gardener and the milkman whether they have seen anyone suspicious outside Miss Mehta's house. But they told her that they didn't see anyone suspicious outside her house. What is the meaning of suspicious?
A feeling where you feel something wrong is happening.
Okay, so they didn't see anyone suspicious outside Miss
Mehta's
Mehta's
house.
house. So the thing is getting very complicated. Who would that be? We still have to find out. So after Misha spoke to the gardener and milkman, we can come to a conclusion that they would not have stolen the trinket, missing trinket.
Yes.
So the story is getting very complicated. We don't know who the thief is. Even somebody could not come through the window because the pipe which led to the window is very thin. So nobody could climb up the window using the pipe. So how could we find that out? Of course, we have the rest of the story to read. Aren't you curious to know who the real thief is? Let's find out in the next class. In the next class, it is going to be very interesting. Stay tuned. We will meet soon. Till then, take care. Bye bye.